YouTube peoples, what's going on? Just driving here through the Angeles Crest Highway here in California, trying to visit some folks in Palmdale for the Super Bowl. But I want to spend a little time to talk about Auntie Maxine and her response to the State of the Union address that Trump gave, which was a great speech. Highly applauded. Over 75% of independents found it likable. So Trump once again goes for the win. And I'm very much so concerned about Auntie Maxine, because when you listen to the response, first off, it is just so over the top, it's ridiculous. But then you have to think about Maxine Waters is like full-blown Trump derangement syndrome. Like it's beyond a shadow of a doubt now. Now it's like she's in fourth stage. The fourth stage of it's terminal right now. It's terminal Trump derangement syndrome. You know, there's TDS, but she's got the double TDS. And me being the compassionate and caring individual that I am, you know, I looked on the Obamacare website, and I was looking at the bronze and silver, gold, and platinum, the fake gold plans. I mean, I looked at everything. And I looked to see if Trump derangement syndrome was covered. And unfortunately, it's not. They don't consider Trump derangement syndrome a pre-existing condition. And, it's a diagnosed condition that just comes over the habit of voting Democrat for several years. You develop it. And it's unfortunate. So it kind of broke my heart, because I care about Auntie Maxine, but I think she's too far gone, y'all. It's I don't know. I'm praying, but at the same time, I don't think there's deliverance for that. Oh, but she was spending all this time talking about how Trump was, he's divisive, he's racist, he's misogynist, golly, she called him everything but a child of God. And I find it funny that somebody like Maxine Waters would take this time out to call somebody like Donald Trump a divisive, the most divisive and a danger to this country. Now, this is comical, y'all, coming from somebody like Maxine Waters, who called Donald Trump and everybody in his cabinet, I believe everybody in the cabinet called them all scumbags. Now, I don't know how you can get more divisive than that. There's no bipartisanship that could come out of calling your opposition a bunch of scumbags. And she's doubled down on it. She ain't apologizing. She's not walking it back. So when it comes to being divisive, Maxine Waters is a hypocrite. She is a full-blown hypocrite. And I don't get, look, I live in California, and Maxine Waters is in the 43rd Congressional District. She's over infamous cities like Inglewood here in California. And while Maxine Waters has been screaming about racism she's been in the House of Representatives now for decades, I really don't know what Maxine Waters would do if let's say you just wave a magic wand and all the racism, every so-called act of racism or actual real acts of racism just completely disappeared. Let's say you couldn't find any hint of any kind of racist element in the LAPD. I don't know what Maxine Waters would honestly do. I think she'd just be twiddling her thumbs all day, because she's like, I have no idea what to do. Racism's gone. What am I here for? That's her job. She is the representative looking for racism, bigotry, and discrimination all day. That's pretty much what she does. And so when you look at her district, the 43rd district, over the decades that she's been there, especially in Inglewood, outside of the last couple years, you've had high crime, gang activity, drugs, murders, gangs of, black and brown gangs. It's been rough. People have moved out of the city of Inglewood and moved into the suburbs and other areas because of the way that city is, and it's under her representation. And the people have kept on voting her in. You know, and it's a double-edged sword with Maxine Waters nowadays, because now that you have things like the LA Rams building a stadium over there in Inglewood, and now everybody's seeing that, hey, money's coming into Inglewood. Guess what's happening now? All these businesses, new condos, high-rise, expensive apartments are going to be built in there, and white people are starting to move in. Middle-class white people are starting to buy in. Now they got the gentrification effect going on. So what's Maxine Waters talking about now? Now she's talking about the racism and evils of gentrification. So you can't win with Maxine Waters. When Inglewood, under her representation, has bad elements and bad effects, she screams racism. Racist white people and businesses and corporations don't want to invest in her neighborhood and want to discriminate against the black and brown people. And then when the businesses decide, hey, this is a favorable climate, hey, we can make some money here. Now it is the white people want to come in here and buy up our stuff and invest in our communities. That's racism. There is no winning with a lady like Maxine Waters, because she's got, as I said before, she's got the double TDS. Terminal Trump Derangement Syndrome. I think she has a nervous tick as well. If you ask her anything about Trump, her immediate response is, impeach 45. Because, you know, she doesn't say 45. She doesn't enunciate that anymore. She just says, impeach 45. Stay woke. Sad case, y'all. It's a sad case. And the reason why I saw it and watched the State of the Union, her response to it, is because somebody on Facebook asked me to watch it and said, you know, do you agree? And this came from a leftist. You know, I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. So, you know, don't send me a video like that if you don't want a common sense conservative response. But anyways, Trump is winning. Jobs are coming back. More money's going in people's pockets with the tax cuts. Companies are investing, expanding. Car factories coming back. I'm telling you, GDP is up. And Atlanta Fed's talking about going to have a 5% forecast for the GDP. I mean, the wins are just rolling in. Yeah, Donald Trump, he may not be the most refined in speech. He's your guy's guy in the sense, the way he talks and the way he just, you know, he just says what he feels on Twitter. But the results are the results. And that's what it all comes down to in the end. Really. People are going to vote for the person who gives you the results. Here's a hypothetical, and I'm going to end the video on this. You got two doctors. One doctor, he's got the nicest bedside manner. He's nice. He weeps with your children when they get the terminal diagnosis. He does everything he can. He is so kind in the way he speaks to people. The level of compassion he has is just above board. Nobody like it. But yet when it comes down to the surgery and the treatment, just doesn't know what the heck he's doing. And people are dying under his watch, but he's just the nicest guy. Or you have the other doctor who's rough around the edges. Bedside manner, kind of tough. He says how he feels, and sometimes the way he says it, it's hard to receive it. But when it comes to operating with tools, doing the surgery, removing the tumors, getting rid of the cancer, there is no doctor like it. Which one would you want? I would take the latter. And America right now is taking the latter. And I'll be honest, the example I give to you is a crude one because I'm not triggered and I don't find all the things that Donald Trump says rough and hard to accept. To me, it's common sense what he's saying. And the things he's saying are the things people are saying in the barbershops, the things that people say when they're chilling with their friends and nobody else is listening. The things people say at the water cooler, those are the things that Donald Trump is saying. So people need to just stop acting all brand new and act like the things he's saying are things that have been unheard of. But that's my time, y'all. Driving through Angeles Crest. Want to give you my thoughts. Go ahead and like, comment, let me know what you think, and please hit that subscribe button. It will be greatly appreciated. I'll talk to you guys later. See you on the next one.